Hey guys, and welcome back to Grounds Family Farm. The girls and I have a big project ahead of us. We have had tons of rain, and I think we've told you about this in the last couple of videos, how much rain we've gotten, and it has been an insane amount. And sadly, that means this garden has been a little neglected. We have not been able to get back out here until now because it got so wet and didn't want to get the tractor stuck or anything like that. But we've got to get rid of some weeds because we can barely even see our plants, but stuff is trying to come up. And we've got blooms on some of our plants and we can't do anything about it. You know, trellis anything properly or, make sure that it's all, where it can grow the way it needs to because there's so many weeds. So let me show you what Kevin did earlier and then what we've got to take care of. So this right here was all just covered in weeds because this is the part that was unplanted. We didn't have anything to go there because, this is a huge space and we had everything in the ground that we needed in the ground except for tomatoes, peppers, and the okra. Well, it is past time to plant that, but it's fine. We will be fine. The plants are already started. It's just we've got to actually make sure they go in the ground this weekend. But he took the lawnmower and mowed over it. Then he took the tractor and he tilled everything back up, got in between all the rows down there the best he could. But right here, that patch really desperately needs some TLC. Look how nice those potatoes look. They look great. So he was able to come in beside them and kind of take care of that area. But we have got to weed this because I don't know how well you can actually see. Yeah, you should be able to see those. Those are cucumbers. And those plants need to be able to be trellised because they're starting to bloom. But we can't do that until these weeds are gone. So that's what we are fixing to work on. We are going to pull as many weeds today as we possibly can. I don't know if we'll get this whole thing done or not, but we are going to try our best. So we are going to go ahead and start down here. I know there's nothing actually planted in this little section right here, but we need to be able to get to everything that we need to. So that means we better get to work. Make sure you throw it over here to the side, not where we are going to be planting more stuff because we're going to have more rows behind us. But we just want to grab as close to the roots as we possibly can and just pull. We do have some careless weeds out here. If they have stickers on them, y'all just be careful. But hopefully not many of them have stickers at this point because they are small. It is pretty warm today, but we're going to do the best we can to... Ouch, that did have a little sticker. We're going to do the best we can to still knock this out because it is kind of late afternoon, so it's not quite as bad. And you'll know the cucumber plants when you get to them.
Yeah, because I've seen them. They kind of look like watermelon plants.
Yeah, they kind of do look like watermelon plants. And if we kind of get some of these big ones knocked out, we can probably get the hoe and take out some of these small ones. think that's a job well done for today. I had high hopes we were going to get a lot more done. This row is going to have to wait. Now, Abby did lay the groundwork and she got in between the row pretty good, so there's not a lot of tall weeds in between now. But yeah, we're going to have to go back and take care of that a different day. Maybe that we have to do something or a half a row each day or something like that just to get it under control so we don't, you know, hurt ourselves trying to get this done. Because there's a lot to reclaim, and a neighbor just told me that we may have more rain coming soon. So if we can get all this done before that rain hits, that'd be great. So may have to try to tackle that row tomorrow if I can get it done. We'll see. Kevin ought to be home tomorrow too, and maybe he can help me with the hoeing and I can just pull, because I have a hard time with the hoe. I'm just not that strong. Oh, I see one tall piece of grass I need to take care of. Two actually. We're gonna go up to the other end of the garden and go check on the girls' giant seeds that they planted. All right, well, I can see the plants right off the bat, can't you? Yeah. So let's weed around them. Pick a mound, start weeding everything around it. So is this your mound? All right, you can see those plants really good. It's a lot easier on your back if you actually get on your knees and do it. Just in the middle between the plants. But just make sure you kind of pull the weeds in the middle too as you go.
I feel like these ones are going to be easier.
Yeah, they are. Because there's not quite as many of them. This will be a good way for us to tell what actually came up and what didn't.
Let's hope every single one comes up. Some of this is literally that. Is that mine that you're working on?
Huh?
This I'm working on.
This is Izzy's right here, Cinderella Red. We're just all working together to get the job done.
So we can go to bed.
So we can go get showers and be done for the night. And just be really careful because there may be some small ones in the mound, or there might not, but just make sure that if you see small leaves that look like the giant ones that are on the plants, that you leave those. I'm gonna go get the hoe and I'll get in between each mound.
What is this? A horseshoe?
Is it? Oh yeah. Okay, put it on the gator.
Lucky horseshoe.
Mm-hmm.
Mine now.
That's old. So, Abby found something really cool. She found a horseshoe buried in the dirt. It's pretty neat. Sometimes you digging up these old pastures, you find stuff that you wouldn't normally see. All right, well, the girls are finishing up the last of the Carolina crosses, but look at that. You can see all the mounds again. We did leave the weeds in between the mounds, and either they'll just dry up and stay there, or we will remove them later. I do not feel up to doing that tonight though, because I am exhausted and I'm ready to be done. But we will pick up hopefully tomorrow on trying to work some more in this garden. So I'm out doing chores, just checking, make sure all the girl stuff got done. And look at these beauties up by the back fence. Hi there. Y'all are gorgeous. Yes, you are. Y'all are a little friendlier than the last ones. Can I take a step, you think? Hi, babies. Can I take one step? Hi. You want some? You want some? You're gonna come see me? You gonna let me come over here? I've got some greens in my hand. We'll see if they... Hey. Hi, babies. Hey there, hey. You want them? Hi, sweeties. They're all up here so nice and close. Look at them. Oh, almost. I was just checking to make sure all y'all's chickens had water, and
That big striped one is my favorite.
that white one with the white patch on its head is super cute. I know he's a bull, but
Yeah. It looks like that. That was Sally's baby. Yeah.
super cute.
It looks like that.
That was really cool though, how close they came. Because they all came right up to me and while I was talking to them earlier. I just thought I'd share that with y'all because that was super duper cute.
Okay, so we're fixing to get ready to start planting because we finally got it dried out. I think good enough to plant, but we're expecting more rain soon, and so we're on a time crunch to get this done. I had rows made with the tractor, but when I had to retill, instead of bringing it back in because we had so much other stuff already planted, I didn't want to take a chance on messing up. We just measured out like electric fence poles and put a string down it to make our rows. And it'll be pretty close. At least it'll be straight between the strings, or the two ends, but they may be off just a little because we were measuring off of a row that may not be exact.
Oh, there's a spider.
But where?
Right there, on the bottom.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to start. We've got hot peppers right here. These are cayenne. We're going to plant them on the far end where they will be away from the sweet peppers we're going to plant later. We're going to use our stand and plant, which this we bought several years ago, and it's a really neat tool that saves your back. As long as your dirt is tilled up well enough, it works pretty good.
And your plants aren't too tall.
Yes, and the plants aren't too tall and they're big enough. These may be a little small, so we're going to have to kind of adjust how deep we put it in. But basically what you do is you're just going to pick where you want it to go, which we were going to go under this line. You just stick it down in the dirt. You're going to take your plant, drop it through the tube, and then whenever you lift it up, it puts it in the ground, and then you just got to, like with these, we're just going to put a little bit of dirt around it. And we're just going to,
Can I do it?
huh? Well, I got to kind of, I don't know how I'm going to measure these. So you think 2 foot apart or
Yeah, roughly.
foot and a half?
I think it's right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
I'll
so,
hold it.
oh, now that one's not got a good enough root ball. Oh, that doesn't either.
So we're going to have to hand plant those.
These maybe, because these did not. So then just pull it up. Plants, then you can kind of pack some dirt around it. Like I said, if the plants have a good enough root ball and are big enough, then it won't matter. But these cayennes are kind of small. So we're just going to have to do what we can do on them, and then we may have to actually bend down somewhere.
Hey, I'm kind of flexible. So
Yeah, you'll be good for the bend over work.
I'm flexible.
Yep, and then just kind of push the dirt around it. Leave it where, yeah. I think that's about the same. Whenever you're doing them, I can move on to the next one.
That'll work. Okay, and these next two need to be hand
Yeah, I don't
planted.
know if I can.
If not, I can do it. It doesn't matter.
Huh?
I don't mind hand planting them if I
What do
need
you
to.
want? So here's that.
You've got
And
these
then-
spots. So.
I think these are the same distance. I don't really know.
The reason my daddy's
You have to be really careful. Just turn upside down. Abs, you want to grab another one? Maybe some of these others that are bigger will be easier to do.
Probably.
There's not a spider.
Just bring it here. It's fine.
Can I do it?
Do what?
The thingy.
We'll see. Abby's first because she asked first. So we drop it in, and then you just got to squeeze the handle. Squeeze it real hard and hold it as you pull up. Squeeze hard. You got nope. Squeeze the handle first.
It's very difficult to squeeze it. It may
Yeah.
just be easier for y'all to do the...
Now, if you can try, but then, like I said, after that, we're just gonna roll with this because we're on a time crunch.
Yeah, we need to get these done today because we have other things to do. And I really do want to try to get the rest of this garden weeded before it starts raining for days.
See if you can squeeze hard as you pull up. Harder, harder, harder. Pull up.
Maybe I have to weed
Pretty
a little
good.
bit
Yep.
every night or something. Good job.
Oh, did I get your finger? Okay, so Izzy was able to kind of use the standing plant, but we had a little mishap. She got her finger pinched. So I'm going to handle the planter. They're going to just handle the plants.
Dirt.
You get dirt in your face?
Yep.
You're a real gardener now.
But hopefully the tomatoes will go a little better.
So these are peppers?
Yes.
Yeah, because the tomatoes are a little bit bigger,
Yeah, and those have a better root system
but not
too.
too big, which is nice.
Yeah.
For once, they're not past the point of where they should be before we use this thing.
Okay, so here's this old one to go back over there.
Good job. Both of y'all.
So I can fall into the back one.
Okay, yeah, you work on that. And still a lifesaver on the back, though, even if you do have to do a little bit of work.
Yeah. It's way easier than having to plant everything from
Bent over.
the ground.
Yeah, but
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
That one went somewhere.
Here.
Upside down.
poor little planty.
Yeah, that was, some of these are, like I said, are a little small,
Yeah.
Too small.
but
All right. Thank you, Iz.
Bleh. Dirt in my face.
and this is going to be probably way overkill on
Mhm.
hot peppers, but since we're so late, we were going to space things out and kind of do a rotation with it, but we're just going in the ground now.
Yep.
I
Just-
do not like
It's all or nothing.
Yep, and it'll be fine.
And then we'll just put everything up.
Mhm.
Lots of good pepper sauce with these.
And then if we decide we want to try to sell some later on, we can do that too.
Yeah, we should have plenty of these if they produce.
Yeah, because we did really good on peppers that one time. Okay, this one only has 4 in it. So.
Okay, and then that's it. Is that it, Is?
Yep.
Will you grab all those containers?
And that tray.
Thank you. Good job, Abs. Keep it up. Good job, y'all.
Good job, guys. All right, to the other end now
Yeah, we'll go down there and start.
with the sweet.
We're going to go ahead and get all the peppers done because that's going to be the hardest thing to plant with this, I believe.
Yeah.
So we have it out of the way.
Sounds
what?
good to me.
So
Okay,
next is sweet banana.
All right, if you want to hand me a 6-pack, Is I will do my part, and
Y'all can do yours.
everybody's got a job.
Come on, me. That one may be a little...
Hopefully, yeah. Oh, okay. It went up right. I was afraid it wouldn't
Kind of.
stay.
It is hot out here.
Yes, it is very hot, but we have to get this done.
Yep.
I don't know why on the cooler weather days we couldn't have had nice weather.
And the
I
plant
know.
exchanges. Take your empty tray and give you a new one.
Well,
Sounds great to me.
okay, those are doing good.
Yeah, these do great. And these are pretty damp too, since you.
Yeah, I watered them this morning.
It's a little warm, but it's okay to be barefoot.
And Daddy's like,
I decided to wear boots so we can get my feet messed up, but they're very hot. I should have wore just my regular boots instead of the muck boots.
Oh yeah, they don't go up quite as high.
Well, they're not as hot either.
Yeah. Yeah, she's already loosening up my 6-packs and everything for me.
Yep.
These go quick in the standing plant.
Yes, and our backs won't hurt near as bad afterwards.
Exactly.
I like bending over.
Yeah, you like bending and doing crazy stuff. Uh-oh, that one's underground, Abs.
I'll help it.
This string's a little lower, so it's catching more.
Like these peppers.
These are bell peppers, right?
Yes.
Oh, I like those peppers.
Giving them a little bit more space.
I love those. I like the orange ones. My favorite.
Trade you.
Well, these aren't the orange ones.
Well, these are these California Wonder?
Yeah.
As you said, these should do better because they're a little taller. Tomatoes is easier because I always hold the stem on them to do
Well,
it. But
yeah, they have a whole lot better root system than peppers.
Mhm.
Peppers don't have a good root system.
There's
Well, they
less.
will eventually. It's just not like tomatoes.
Pepper, like the root system, is kind of like a digestive
Plus tomatoes, you can plant really deep because they'll just make more roots along the stem.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as it's sticking out, it's fine.
Yeah,
How many more you got, Is? Okay. These are going to go a little bit farther because I plant them farther apart.
Yeah, plus there are also several missing out of the bananas.
Yeah, well, I was just doing these farther because the bells bush out. Seems like worse than the others. That was not good.
Worked out good though.
Did the dirt come off of it though?
Yeah. It went down in the thing, yeah.
Yeah, so she can kind of stand that up and it'll work out. Last one? Oh wait, no, another tray.
Yeah, one more tray.
Is that the last one?
Yep.
Do you have a tag?
Yep.
Do you...
Oh, I got it.
Okay. Never mind, Is.
She's ready to go get some more plants. She likes this.
Okay, so these are big beef.
Big beef.
Let's start with the smaller ones and get bigger
Okay.
because that makes it where it's easier. I'm going to, and then just start on that end and work this way. I'm ready for you.
Okay.
We'll see if these will.
Yeah. Make your job easier.
I'll try to use about 2 foot thereabouts. If maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller.
And these are fine, Abs, if they're buried all the way up to where the leaves start.
Oh. I'm hopping to each one.
You're what?
I'm hopping.
Okay.
Land on one.
Whole family involved makes this so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one probably not since it.
No, that I just threw that one out. We got plenty.
Oh.
We got more tomatoes than we will ever need, really.
This one because it's
We can make
small.
salad.
Are those? Yeah, I guess that's a little under 2 foot. I don't know. Hard to say.
It'd be all right.
I don't even know how we're gonna tie these up. I don't know if I want to cut boards.
Tomatoes are awesome.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and they taste really good.
You like salsa though?
I love that.
You like ketchup? We're gonna see if Mommy will make some homemade ketchup.
Yes, that's the plan.
If
Okay,
it's
that
any
one's
good.
Not good.
Yeah, I wouldn't do either of those. That one will work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think I'm allergic to tomatoes.
You might be. Oh.
They do kind of make you itchy sometimes.
That one you'll have to save.
You'll have to rescue that one.
Baby!
She likes rescuing plants.
We just got to remember to pull all these strings up after we get done
Yes.
so that the wind doesn't,
Wind up hitting our plants with them.
well, yeah, making it cut them off.
Mm-hmm. These are beautiful. These were all the ones that we grew from seed, so
Yeah, we're just late.
makes you pretty proud. But, you know, they'll
We
grow
hope to
fast
have
out
these
there.
done a long time ago, and if our high tunnel hadn't had the top blow off,
Mm-hmm.
we would have.
How are we going to do this if it's like that?
What do you mean?
Where-
Like,
We're just going to have to be careful because
Yep.
this one was a longer string.
I love you.
All right, can you back up for a minute?
Yeah, try to get the little ones first, and let's get those knocked out because
That worked out good last time.
I like to get rid of the hard ones first.
Yeah, they did okay. It wasn't how I wanted it to be, but
I just want it in the ground.
yeah.
Oh! You just slung dirt all over my back.
Oh,
and
I'm
it's sweaty.
sorry.
Yeah, the wind's blowing this way, so throw in front.
Sorry. I was afraid if I threw in front that I was going to hit you in the face with it.
Well, I didn't want that either. No. I
'Cause my
guess
throwing was
dirt
not
on the
good.
back of my sweaty neck is better than dirt or getting hit in the face with a clump of dirt or rock or whatever you just threw.
There's a rock.
You can drop it in.
I thought you saw a snake or something. I was about to climb up a tree.
No, 'cause you can see.
Yeah, last time when we were doing muscadines, I just climbed up a tree.
Yeah. So we'll just,
That one vine was a
if it's a little off, it's not gonna matter because they'll bush out. So
Oh, yeah, I was trying to climb.
There it is. The rest of these don't seem to be quite as small, so. There's only 3 good ones, or 4 good ones in this one, so
that's fine. Like I said, I just
we've got plenty of tomatoes.
planting everything because I wasn't gonna plant that many this year. Not at once.
I'm just holding
Tell
a
me
bunch of
this one.
tomatoes.
So what I think we might do is as these grow and we pick suckers off of them, I think we'll probably go ahead and root some in July or toward the end of June
For a fall crop.
to go ahead and plant and have a fall crop because that'll be quicker than trying to start them from seed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the clouds are covering the sun. It's so
Feels
nice.
amazing. Yeah.
It feels like 10 degrees cooler just that happening. She knock you out?
She tried to.
You bump her in the head?
I did not make it.
Come on, Abs. You gotta stay busy to keep up with me.
I beat you in a race one time.
No, you didn't.
I know.
I was gonna say you've never beat me in a race.
Well, I was very close to.
Because if we have to prove it, we can do it again.
Okay.
Good job. You're catching up quick. Okay, now we gotta.
Is that it?
Yep.
That's all those?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll go grab it then.
All right. Take it down there. Right to this.
Ready?
Yep. Set go.
Okay.
Stack
You
the
want
trays
to-
inside each other, and then make sure the 6-packs are.
And then take them to the end and stack them with those others.
You put one in?
Just drop
You
it.
go ahead.
No, you do the whole tray and then she'll do her whole tray.
I'm
Y'all
just
just swap
loosening
off
mine up.
trays.
We're taking turns by 6 plants at a time.
Do you need a break, baby? Your face is so red.
We're fixing it. That's a big one.
Yeah, as soon as
I
we
know.
get...
You feel okay though? I don't want
We
you to
just
get too
got-
hot.
Only one tray after this.
Yeah, we only got one
Wait,
more
should-
tray. Yeah.
Oh,
Is this the same? Is this chocolates?
Yes, chocolates.
I like
So drop the tag down right here and then...
You can plant that one.
Chocolates
in that
are
one.
not. There's chicken. There's 3 types of chocolates. The snap, the bird, and the tomatoes.
There's 4.
What?
Feastables. It's its own breed of chocolate.
Yes, I love it.
Y'all are silly. Okay, that's all.
Oh, okay. So the other tray... You think we can fit that in there?
No, I don't think we can.
You'd be very close if you can't.
If we're close, then we can always just finish out this row over here with
Yeah.
it
That would work.
I'll go
to
get it.
tie them out. So
Okay, go grab
it
the
won't
last
matter
tray.
if it's little.
Yeah, they're both doing good at both the jobs. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm better at this job.
then at this one.
Better at that job. Yeah, like she'll go really, really fast. And
Oh,
I'm
careful,
strong.
careful! Don't
Hey,
let it.
it's gonna.
You have to hold it.
Yeah. The weight is not evenly distributed.
There isn't one.
But it's half of 6.
This is so easy.
It's a third of 9.
No.
A fourth of 12.
He's an Albert Einstein. The handsome.
That's funny.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Just trying to get gray hair like him, though. Thanks a lot. Y'all turned me that way.
No, we haven't.
I didn't have gray hair before I knew y'all. We didn't count those, but it was a bunch. But we've got all these planted. We're fixing to go take a break, and then we're going to start getting out here and trying to get some seeds planted.
It's like a pond.
Pond?
Oh my
Oh. Yes, it is.
All right.
Mine's the ocean.
All right, let's go do break time.
He's making a row for some seeds.
Yep.
That look pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to cut this one where it's not under it, too.
Okay.
And not do the whole thing, and it'll just be kind of beside it.
Okay.
Close enough.
Yep. Pretty long rows here, and this isn't even the whole length. It's probably about halfway.
Okay, we're fixing to plant Blue Lake green beans. They're bush bean.
Green!
We planted these before. I don't know if it was this bag.
Abby. A bunny.
Well, not too crazy.
Wild rabbit.
Good work, you distracted her. No, I'm kidding. She was doing good.
Yeah.
And then the fact that this is old seed, we're just planting thick and whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I just want green beans in the ground.
Yeah, I want to be able to put some up this year.
Hopefully. If this row makes, then we'll have plenty.
Yeah, that means y'all be having to help me snap them.
Not me.
Oh, yes.
That's one job I do not like.
I'm not a big fan either, honestly.
Do what?
Snapping green beans.
Snapping green beans. Shelling peas is another one I don't like.
I don't care for shelling peas too much, but the girls actually did a bunch.
If we
couple of
had
years
a
ago.
bunch of peas, I would probably try to find a little pea sheller.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, so the row of green beans is done, and now we're gonna do okra real quick and then cover these up. And that's probably gonna be all we get done this evening because we still have to finish up a few chores up top. But the way I'm gonna do the corn, there's a little hill area down there. I think I'm gonna make 4 short rows on top of that hill so that maybe it won't get drowned out again. But I'm gonna have to do some measuring and see exactly how I want to do that. So I think the girls and I may do that tomorrow.
Okay.
And also I've got to till down the potatoes tomorrow, down the side of them, not till the potatoes down. And then we're gonna hill them up, and then I'm gonna make a row, hill, hip, however it's a row hipper, but down over here for us to plant the sweet potato slips in. So
Yeah.
that will be hopefully tomorrow too, where we'll have mostly everything in the garden, and then we're going to have to try to straighten out those cucumbers and get those trellised.
Yep.
And then the next thing is figuring out how I'm going to trellis the tomatoes and go ahead and start that, because if we wait, they'll get overgrown and it'll slip up on me and we'll have to be fighting them, and I don't want to do that this year. So you'll put your foot right here and drop 2 seeds in front of your toe. Can you do that down the whole row?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start covering that other row then. Does that work? Okra. Mm-hmm. I know, but they'll make really big plants. That's why you don't want to put them too thick. That's why we're just dropping 2 seeds and taking a step, dropping 2 more, because we'll probably start to thin them out a little bit, but not near as much as if we did like the green beans.
Yeah, with that green bean seed, who knows if it'll do well or not.
What?
That green bean seed, who knows if it'll do well or not, so
Yeah.
better to plant it thick.
I mean, who knows if the okra will either, though.
Yeah, hopefully all of it will now.
Like I said, I think after this year, I'm just going to get rid of all the seed. We're just going to buy what we need, not go crazy with a bunch of varieties. Just pick staple stuff that we like.
Yep.
And get fresh seed every year.
Yeah, I think that'll be best.
That way, we don't have to worry about fighting this so much.
Mm-hmm. And planting and replanting and all of that.
Trying to figure out which way is the best way to pull this. Thought that was, but now I think this way is.
You're doing good, babe.
Yep, you'll be there by tomorrow.
That was a look.
No, you can't quit.
Can't quit till it's done.
Well,
You're
you can take a nap
tired.
and finish when the sun comes up.
Oh, okay. And Izzy she's fine. She actually volunteered to stay up at the top of the hill and water everything.
Yeah, she knew we were getting pressed for time, and we decided that it'd be easier if we kind of split up the jobs.
Yep.
So she said she would do that, and we'll do this.
Yep, she's really good at gardening stuff too, but she was getting extremely tired, so.
Plus, she was working with Clover earlier too.
Oh, okay.
Or was it is it Clover or Lucky? I
think
forget.
it's Clover she's gonna show.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was out there with a lead rope going after her, so.
Okay.
she may be working with her while she's filling up waters. But she's close enough that if something happens, we can see and hear her. So
Yep.
it's not like she's just up there alone.
No. Birds are really vocal tonight.
What?
Birds are really vocal tonight.
Yep. I like hearing the birds.
What is that we've been
It's
seeing?
almost as nice as hearing the animals.
Yeah.
Especially the peacocks. They're noisy, but I love listening to them.
I know. They're beautiful birds and they have such a unique noise.
Yeah, and then you always got Daisy who's got to make herself known.
And Comet. Comet's been really noisy
Yeah,
lately.
he's gotten vocal too.
So is alfalfa.
Yes, alfalfa.
They're just like that.
Yeah, the kikirikis are really vocal. And they sound so cute too.
Yeah, because they just sound like mini roosters, which is what they are.
They are.
And then my other one that I got is Esteban.
Hey, that's a Sarami though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, your Sarama? Yeah.
Or Sarama.
My Sarami rooster is Esteban. I love him. He's white and he's so tiny. So did you know the Saramas? They're smaller than the Rikikikis and they're tiny.
Yep.
So they're like that. Esteban's like that big.
Mm-hmm.
She just went up.
Yep, not too much further to the end. Be worth it if we get lots of okra, huh? I do hope we get lots and lots.
Yeah. There's a hole in the bag.
Yeah, it's alright.
They're right here.
Yep, he's right behind you. He caught
Watch
up
out,
to
here,
you.
step up for a minute over here. Okay. I buried the string back there, so it was coming over on top of you.
You are covering faster than I can plant.
Yep. That's okay though.
You're
As
doing
long
good,
as you're
babe.
getting it done, that's all that matters, because you saved me, cut my time in half, because otherwise I would have had to walk through and do that and then still cover. Ah, she's almost done.
She's almost there.
I'm so glad you did that. Because I'm not a fan of being particular and careful with seeds.
Yeah,
I'm more of a just throw them down and watch them grow.
she's got
But you're
this,
doing
though.
careful spacing, and I like
She really
it.
is.
Huh?
She really is.
You don't have to go all the way to the
All right, that's good.
one more. That's probably good right there.
Okay.
I did it.
Yep. You're done. You want to go put that back in the Ziploc that's on the gator?
Tiny.
Yep.
Well, it took most of the afternoon. We're kind of sweaty and disgusting now, but we finally got it done. Well, mostly done. We got all
Yeah.
the tomatoes, peppers, green beans, and okra seed planted. We were going to try to get corn put in today too, but we had a little bit of scare earlier that kind of took away from our time for a good while, about an hour,
Yeah.
trying to get this sorted out. But you're going to have to wait till next time to see that, because it just wasn't meant to go in this video.
No.
No.
But we are going to call it a night. We got to go up and check on Izzy. She's been watering everything, make sure all that's good, and we got to finish feeding the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to get cleaned up and get showers and get some supper, and won't be long before bed, because with it staying daylight so late,
Yeah.
we stay out way too late. Next thing you know, it's 9 or 10 o'clock, and we're like, we haven't even ate supper yet.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's good about winter, is it makes us end earlier, and it seems like we have more time because we're having to stop around 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where now we're working till 9 or 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But we're at a good stopping point for now. Tomorrow, the girls and I are going to try to get the corn stuff laid out. We're going to do that and hopefully get set up for the sweet potato slips and hopefully get the dirt pulled up on the potatoes. And when Kimberly gets off, we may try to trellis the cucumbers tomorrow. It's just going to depend on how the day goes and how the weather is, because we also need to go pick up some feed and probably some boards tomorrow. So the girls and I are going to have a little town outing.
Yep.
Try to pick up all that stuff. We'll probably go grab something to eat somewhere. They like to call those daddy-daughter days. And
Yep.
we usually have those when Kimberly's at work and we have stuff to do in town.
Mhm.
And we need to try to find a couple more chicken waters too, because Tractor Supply that we normally go to did not have any. So we're going to be going to another town to pick up boards. So hopefully they'll have them.
Hopefully.
But I think we're going to call it a night. We appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you can catch all of our content. And we'll catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Bye.
Bye. Peace.
Bye, guys.